Hey everybody, and welcome back to RNBHomestead, where you join me on this journey from container gardening in my apartment to my homestead. Today we're going to be planting, drum roll, more peppers. My peppers last time didn't make it, but I learned some important lessons in growing the peppers. So make sure you hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I do a new video. Also, make sure to subscribe to our channel and give us those thumbs up. But without further ado, let's get into this video. So welcome back. So today, like I said, we'll be growing some peppers. And if you guys didn't realize, I do listen to your feedback. You guys actually like to see what I'm doing with this container. So what I'm going to do is, while I'm talking, giving you some information about my peppers, I'm going to bring you in so you can see what I'm doing. But first, let me tell you about these peppers. So my first set of peppers, yeah, not so good. But I learned a lesson. One, after they germinate, I take them off the heating pads. The heating pads are not necessary after they germinate. Don't do that, from my experience. And again, this is your garden. You can do what you want to do, but I just give you some helpful hints. So with these peppers, it's going to take about approximately 10 to 12 days for them to germinate. So that means that once they germinate, then I'll take them. And so in 12 days after they germinate, I'll go ahead and take them off here and then put them somewhere else on my little rack here, where there aren't any heating pads. Now it takes about 65 days to 85 days for peppers to grow. So you get them growing as soon as possible. But as again, I'm in 7A in Virginia and our weather has been crazy. So we're gonna go ahead and grow these peppers. Now mind you, I told you 12 days to germinate. Once they germinate, then it's a whole nother 65 to 85 days before they'll be ready for you to pick and eat. So let's go ahead and plant these peppers a second time. Okay, so I'm back. Move the camera so you can see what I'm doing. Now, as I said before, it takes about 10 to 12 days for it to germinate, and again 65 to 85 days before you can harvest these babies. So I don't know what I was doing last time besides being a little bit impatient. So when it says 65 to 85 days, that's after the germination date. So you're looking at minimum. So after you let them germinate, then you start your 65 to 85 day count. Just a side note if you didn't know. So I like to use seed starting potting mix when I'm doing this. I fill up the trays and then I put the seeds in. I like to put in about 3 seeds per tray. Now these trays, you're looking at about 18 hours a day for 7 days that you want them to put them under the light until they like break the surface of the soil. That's why you want your soil fluffy so the seeds can break through. After that, you're looking at about 12 hours of light. So they'll be under the grow lights, loving the grow lights. So make sure you do that. Now, again, with these are just like any other plants. You want to bring them outside slowly you're looking at probably a week before you want to bring them outside. Now, I like, once they germinate, I let them pop out in, like, not leggy, but I like them to grow to about 2 to 3 inches. Then I take them from these little containers and then I put them in their permanent home so they can grow. Some people like to wait 4 weeks before moving them. It's just basically how you can move them once they're germinated safely. So once they've germinated and it's about 4, I want to say about 4 inches long, I pop them out of each tray and put them in their individual pot. The pots that I have, I probably put 2 pepper plants in each pot. You want to make sure that you give them enough room to grow. So let's go ahead and put the soil in here. Now, some people use these gloves, gardening gloves. I have a thing about gloves, so we're just going to do it this way. So, take my little dirt. Now you can do it that way. I've become actually good at just pouring and then topping off with the shovel. Sure that we spread the love with the dirt. And like I said before, top it off with the shovel. Go ahead and I take my thumb and I pat it down. Now, ready for the seeds. So, here's my little pepper seeds. Got them at Dollar Tree for $1. And yes, these do grow. Like I said before, this is my second time planting peppers. First time wasn't so successful because I kept them on the heating pads too long. I didn't know, and it probably should have been common sense that I should have removed them once they germinated, but it wasn't, so it is what it is. We'll go in here and open this pack because I like to keep the pack. Well, maybe it won't let me keep the pack. These are my peppers. Let me show you the seeds. So these are the pepper seeds. As you can see, they're pretty small here. So we may only get to put 2 seeds in each container. As you see, I put them right there in the container. Having nails comes in very handy. Now, once we go ahead and put these in here, it looks like I might only get 2 seeds per tray. Yep, the little Dollar Tree gives you 12 seeds. Well, actually this one has 13. Probably only meant to put 12, but we're going to put a little extra one right there. So now we put the seeds in there. We're going to go ahead and top it off with some soil. You're looking at maybe 1/4 worth of soil just to cover them up. So Now that we have that done, we'll go ahead and make sure that we label these so we know exactly what we've planted. So we'll go ahead and put peppers on here. Today is June 10th, so we'll put 610. And like I said before, these germinate within 12 days. And then you're looking at about 65 to 45 days, 65 to 85 days before they're ready. So go ahead and put that in there. I've told you before, I'm going to actually have these in a tray, and then I water from the bottom. If you water from the bottom, you kind of somewhat control the little gnats that you may get. But if you notice behind me, I have my little sticky yellow tabs waiting for them. But I watered it from the bottom so you can control the water. You want to make sure that they're moist, but they're not damp to the touch where you could actually squeeze the dirt and use, basically is pure mud. So you want to make sure that you're light on the watering. All right, so you're all set. We'll set these over here. And we used all our pepper plants. So we have planted us some peppers. So I want to thank you guys for coming and joining me on my journey here. Make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also make sure that you hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I do a video. And let me tell you, gardening is not perfect. This is your garden. You may have some growing pains, but you are growing your own food. So until next time, see you later.